fight already, and he's pushing me in that direction.
Dude, it was like I was at the right place at the right time. And I walked up to Jay, I want to box.
Visualize him, see him. That's it.
Too funny. Hey, coach.
Anthony Joshua joining Deontay Wilder's camp is a game changer, as a former unified champion brings elite knowledge to one of boxing's hardest hitters, all with the mission of cracking Oleksandr Usyk's code. Dave Caldwell may have his concerns, but this is top.
That's what all day. Cause I've been putting in that work all day. Are you entertained? Are you entertained? Are you entertained?
Here, boxing drama. Deontay Wilder thrives on tension, and Anthony Joshua knows exactly how to sharpen that edge. Against Oleksandr Usyk, psychological pressure becomes a weapon rather than a weakness, especially when champions are willing to push the limits. Duke McKenzie.
Everything that, because that's a little bit naughty, because I know it's all, you know, fun and games at press conferences, but when you lay your hands on another man's face, whether there's an egg in it or not, you've laid your hands on his face, and that takes it to another.
He is right. Modern boxing is as much about moments as it is about matches. Deontay Wilder thrives on spectacle, while Anthony Joshua masters timing, and together, their energy and controversy only sharpen focus. Against Oleksandr Usyk, it's about controlling attention, staying confident and believing in yourself, not
Let's call it. I thought it was a stroke of genius, personally. I don't see there's any harm in it. You know, this is the entertainment business that we live in now, and if you're not going to be entertaining...
Eddie in silence. Eddie Hearn knows exactly what makes a fight dangerous. Pressure sparks reactions, and reactions lead to mistakes. Deontay Wilder at his best is aggressive and emotional, and Anthony Joshua has learned how to channel that fire. Oleksandr Usyk stays calm, but even the steadiest fighters feel...
You know, when you're getting poked like that in a face-to-face, you know, after a while the temper goes, and it's good. You know, I think it's going to be that kind.
Eventually, this is a reality of the fight business. History shows that chaos often creates classic nights. Deontay Wilder thrives when emotions run high, while Anthony Joshua masters controlled aggression. Oleksandr Usyk is a model of technical brilliance, but raw intensity can unsettle even the smartest.
On stage their face off, of course not. Yes, it's over the line. You shouldn't be doing it. They shouldn't be putting hands on each other, but it is the fight game, and we've seen far worse. We've seen guys get in fights. We've seen people throw dollies in this game.
Game plans. Johnny Nelson speaks from a fighter's discipline, but risk has always driven greatness. Deontay Wilder is at his most dangerous when the rules blur, and Anthony Joshua knows that preparation is as much mental as it is physical. Oleksandr Usyk may stay composed, but disruption can shift.
Morning, man, to make the way how he's done it, you know, on the morning of a fight, he's just wrong. It's dangerous, and the board are now in a situation where they think shit. So I don't know how they're going to
momentum in unexpected ways. Simon Jordan highlights boxing's raw edge. Controversy has never kept big fights from delivering. Deontay Wilder brings danger every second, and Anthony Joshua understands the psychological battlefield. Oleksandr Usyk is elite, but boxing history shows that unpredictable...
An egg in his face. I mean, how many times have we seen boxers do things that they shouldn't do? You know, we saw Derek Chisora spit on Vitaly Klitschko.
We didn't need that.
I'm not offended by it.
Credibility often shapes legacy-defining moments. Simon Jordan highlights boxing's raw edge, showing that controversy has never stopped big fights from delivering. Deontay Wilder brings danger every second, and Anthony Joshua understands the psychological battlefield. Oleksandr Usyk is elite.
Deontay Wilder. Wilder has had one win in the last 3 years against, what was the guy's name, Terrell Herndon or something like that, an obscure opponent who no one has heard of before since was knocked out, I think, in a round.
Elite. But boxing history proves that unpredictability often decides the most memorable, legacy-defining moments. Adam Smith perfectly explains why this fight feels so unpredictable. Heavyweight boxing ignores scripts and exposes the truth, and that's where Anthony Joshua's experience becomes crucial inside Deontay Wilder's camp. Having faced chaos on the biggest nights, Joshua knows how quickly momentum can shift. Oleksandr Usyk thrives on structure and rhythm, but when disorder creeps in, raw power and instinct take over. Wilder only needs one opening.
You don't know what's going to happen because it's different on that day than any other day. It just sort of scripts go out the window.
And with Joshua guiding him on pressure and timing, that open becomes far more likely than most expect. No one questions Oleksandr Usyk's brilliance. His movement balance and ring IQ are world-class, but instinct alone can't match shared knowledge. Anthony Joshua has already experienced Usyk's timing and pressure firsthand, and that insight becomes a tactical weapon when passed into Deontay Wilder's camp. Wilder doesn't need to outbox Usyk for 2 rounds. He needs positioning, patience, and one perfect opening. That's where experience and preparation can turn an underdog into a real threat.
My gut instinct said that Usyk would win because he's an unbelievable all-rounder, you know?
Really?
He's an unbelievable...
Oleksandr Usyk's respect for Deontay Wilder speaks volumes. Champions don't give praise lightly. Wilder has defined an era through fear and belief, with power that demands caution even from the best. Add Anthony Joshua's analytical mind and ring awareness, and that danger becomes precise. This isn't about wild swings anymore. It's calculated pressure. Usyk may be technically superior, but technical skill fades the moment a genuine threat hits the ring. This is the honesty fans rarely hear. Deontay Wilder...
This is world champion guy, this is very famous guy, this is strong guy, but it's... Один is... One of is great heavyweight last 10 years.
This body's pure risk. Unpredictable, unforgiving, and anything but safe. Oleksandr Usyk calls him courageous, but at heavyweight, courage comes with consequences. With Anthony Joshua now in the mix, that danger multiplies as strategy meets knockout power. This fight wouldn't be about bravery. It would be about survival. If it happens, it won't be controlled or comfortable. It will be chaos, and chaos has always favored Deontay Wilder. This is the moment boxing fans have been waiting for. Oleksandr Usyk
is a great champion. He's calling out Wilder fight. But boxing always does this to its fans, where there's a fight, and when it's at the maximum, peak danger, guys like Wilder, people ain't trying to fight.
Usyk chasing legacy versus Deontay Wilder, seeking redemption and dominance. Anthony Joshua adds intelligence, discipline, and elite perspective to Wilder's approach. Politics have ruined too many great fights, but this one feels different. Too much pride, too much danger, too much history. If it happens, it will define careers. One man protecting perfection, the other hunting destruction. That clash is exactly why heavyweight boxing remains unmatched. Adam Smith captures why this moment feels so charged.
The Usyk calling out Deontay Wilder situation is real. It's real. Usyk actually wants to fight Deontay Wilder this time, so hopefully, I keep my fingers crossed that boxing politics don't...
Boxing has never been clean or predictable at the highest level. Pressure creates noise, and noise leads to mistakes. Deontay Wilder thrives when the spotlight burns brightest, and with Anthony Joshua involved, experience now guides that chaos instead of resisting it. Oleksandr Usyk is disciplined and composed, but even the calmest champions feel the weight when events spiral beyond comfort. This fight is no longer just about tactics or footwork. It's about who can weather the storm. Bigger moments test mentality, and Wilder, backed by Joshua's insight, looks far more dangerous under those lights. This is where boxing politics start muddying the waters. Words are
twice as big for the casual fans. Do we condone it? I mean, in boxing terms, should that happen at a head-to-head? Of course not, but these things do happen. This is the fight business, and it's just made it even bigger, and we wait to see what happens.
This promise is made, and reality suddenly feels uncertain. One thing remains clear: Deontay Wilder wants to fight. Oleksandr Usyk knows the danger, and hesitation can creep in. Anthony Joshua understands his territory better than most, having seen how negotiations, delays, and narratives can drain focus. Bringing clarity and purpose into Wilder's camp could prove decisive. Confusion weakens preparation, while belief sharpens it. And if Usyk hesitates even slightly, that doubt becomes fuel for a man who only needs one opening to end the fight. This breakdown exposes what many overlook. Deontay Wilder is neither slow nor crude. At the
say Deontay, no, then I just come out and say, man, shit, well, I don't know how that's gonna work because
his speed is lethal, and his punch against Robert Helenius showcased precision, timing, and deception. Anthony Joshua knows how to maximize those moments instead of rushing them. Oleksandr Usyk relies on reading patterns, but speed disrupts that process. Sometimes, one touch is all it takes. Oleksandr Usyk is a technician, the unbeaten master of movement and intelligence, a champion who solves problems round by round. But Deontay Wilder is a different kind of threat. He doesn't need control, just one moment. With Anthony Joshua now sharing experience, insight, and championship-level knowledge, that moment becomes...
That's why I love Wilder at 212, 215. The speed of Wilder is not spoken about enough. He threw that right so fast backing up against Robert Helenius, I thought it was a left hook. Watch me call that fight. Oh, God! Wilder knocked him out with a left hook. Oh, squad! It was the sneakiest right. And the thing is, Wilder just got to touch you. Pow! And you sitting here like the worst seizure I've ever seen. So, bruh, I get what Usyk is
This
on.
is what heavyweight boxing far more realistic. If Usyk wins, his legacy reaches historic heights. Proving skill can overcome size, power, and chaos. But if Wilder lands clean, the entire heavyweight division could flip overnight. This isn't just a fight, it's a mental war. Who handles pressure better? Who believes more? Who dares to take the risk? Usyk has a calm, but Wilder has a hunger, sharpened further by Joshua's presence. That's why fans can't look away. So, where you stand, backing Usyk to outthink and outlast the storm, or Wilder to land one shot and change everything? Drop your thoughts in the comments.